everyone, I'm Dr. Chelsey Hargather. I have a Bachelor of Science and a PhD in Materials Science and Engineering. I'm an assistant professor here at New Mexico Tech. I've been here since 2012 and been an assistant professor since 2016. I actually have two areas of research. One is computational metallurgy. I investigate properties of materials doing simulations on computers. And my second area is additive manufacturing of energetic materials, which means like 3D printing rocket motors. It's a lot of fun. So I got interested in STEM in high school. My high school calculus teacher said, "You're really good at math, Chelsey, you should be an engineer." And I had no idea what an engineer was at that point. I thought I was going to go major in business. But when I started my college visits, I started going to engineering schools and visiting engineering departments and learning that engineers apply science to solve the world's problems. And once I learned what engineering was and knew that I had the skill set to fit it, I was hooked. I found the field of materials engineering at my bachelor institution, Virginia Tech. And during my first semester at Virginia Tech, all engineering departments did open houses. The materials science department had professors from the department showing off their types of research. There was somebody showing rocks, there was somebody showing ceramics and metals, and I was like, wow, like these are my people, this is it. And so it was somewhat serendipitous that I went to this open house and found friends and found professors that I liked, and then chose that as my major during my first semester. As a woman in materials science and engineering, I've actually watched the field evolve over the past 17 years since I entered it. Materials science and engineering is a field where there are more women than in a lot of engineering fields, but we're talking like 30%, not 10% women. So it's certainly, you have to learn to be one of the only women in your group and stand up for what you believe in and share your ideas. But over the past 17 years, I have watched for example, our professional societies and our graduate students. There are more women now in leadership positions in the field of materials science and engineering than there were 17 years ago. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud to watch our field grow. And it's not to say that things haven't been challenging, because I feel as a woman, especially a very young woman, sometimes it takes a little bit more for you to earn the respect of your colleagues, but it is very possible, and I feel like I have done that and learned how to do that. When it comes to inspiration and passion for my field of material science and engineering, when I was in graduate school, I ended up TAing with my PhD advisor a few times. And so not just in the classroom, right, I was helping students, but I also had undergraduate women who were studying material science and engineering at Penn State, and I advised them on research. And I realized that mentoring and teaching these students was what I was truly passionate about. And when I first came to New Mexico Tech, I was only teaching in the classroom. But as I grew into my assistant professor position, getting to mentor students through their graduate research as master's and PhD students is the most rewarding experience of my job. And there's certainly challenges, there's long nights, you're grading, you're writing proposals, but watching students grow and learn how to do research and then watching them be successful, defend their master's and PhD is truly what keeps me going. And it's the best part of my job. I could never do another job because of it. I can break this down in two things, right? There are times in work situations where you're going to feel negative or not good enough. And what I've learned over the past almost decade of being in academia is it's your mindset that controls how you are. And it's so easy to place blame on others for your failure or you not doing what you could. But what I found is the only way to move forward is to reframe your mindset and change your way of thinking. And you can't be a victim. You have to step up and say, okay, this situation is terrible, but what can I do to put one foot in front of the other and move forward? And intimately tied with that mindset for me is my own like physical and mental health. And working out is extremely important to me. I exercise almost every day. Well, don't eat as well as I could, but I enjoy eating well. But that like combination of physical, mental well-being, including yoga and meditation if necessary, is how you keep going even when you're tired or exhausted or frustrated. And that's what I found works. If you're interested in pursuing a STEM field, I have some pieces of advice for you. First of all, you can do it. Anybody can do it if you put your mind to it. And often STEM fields are associated with just being good at math or being good at science, but succeeding in a STEM field involves being a good communicator, being a good people person. If you're outgoing and you like working in teams, engineering is not just for nerds who like to solve problems on paper. It involves working with others. It involves talking to people, talking to your professors, building relationships, and being a communicator. And if you feel passionate about any of those aspects of your education, a STEM field is right for you. If you go into one, if you're looking to go to college, or if you're in high school and interested in STEM, go talk to your teachers or talk to your professors. Get to know them outside of the classroom and learn about their experiences. And you will realize that there are support networks available for you every step of the way, from middle school through high school, through applying for college and getting to college. Your teachers, your professors want you to succeed more than anything. It might be hard to get through the calculus class, the physics class. Those are hard, but your teachers want you to succeed. And remember that, and they will help you to succeed in any way they can. As a woman in the field, in a STEM field, you often look to leadership roles and see a lot of men there. But there's no reason that you can't apply to be a chair of a committee or to apply for an award. I recently applied for an award. It took me 5 times to get it, but I applied 5 times and I finally was successful. And it just, it's really important to find role models who are like you, whatever your sex, your gender, your nationality, right? You want to find role models to help you succeed, and you will find them. There might not be a lot of them, but they are there to mentor you. And they'll tell you the same thing I am, that, apply for the position, apply for the promotion, apply for the job, for the school, for the college that you want to. And don't let being a woman or not seeing as many women surrounding you prevent you from doing something, because you're just as capable.